2 footlongs and get a free Pepsi. And if you buy 1 wrap, you get the other one 20% off.
Oh yeah. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Half a day, I'm Mitsuki Hirayama. You're watching KUAM News Weekend Edition. Thanks for joining us.
This storm recovery update is brought to you by Burger King, Donna Munya Kanata Roy Adonai Treasurer, IP&E, Shell, IT&E, and Tenorio Munya Barnes for Guam, Antoinette Tony Sanford Treasurer.
The concern and support for our regional neighbors to the north continue in the wake of Super Typhoon Bobby, as a large donation of relief supplies were brought to the boat basin in Agana and loaded onto a vessel to be rushed to Rota. Jason Solis was there and has this dockside report.
All right, so we are here on the dock. I have the Honorable Mayor of Hagen, Mayor Kevin Siswico. Mayor, buenas, half a day.
Half a day.
Okay, obviously our people always rally together if it's for our own island, but to actually see, our people do this for our Pacific brothers and sisters, especially in the NMI and in Rota. I mean, this is what we do.
Absolutely. It's part of our culture, right, to help one another out. And so on behalf of the Mayor's Council and the island of Guam and AMIM, we're happy to put this together to help and assist. This is definitely not, this is the first load for us, but definitely not the last load. So we have here, just from what was donated earlier, maybe over 5,000 pounds of goods. And that's not even including the goods that we have that are still on the ground being donated to as well. So it's going to be a full trip up for the boat, from Mama Lawling to haul up to Luta to our brothers and sisters, and we're glad to do this again.
Yeah, Mayor Kev, that is kind of like the advantage that we have, because Luta only being 30 to 50 miles away and everything like that, we can actually speed the supplies they need to them by boat. So they'll probably be up here this afternoon, right?
Yes. Yeah. So this load that we'll take off will probably be up there before this evening.
And we got a capable crew. Yeah, you guys ready to get to work? All right, there we go. And as the good book says, everybody, many hands make light work. And there are many, many volunteers and just corporate partners that have been out here. Michelle Kade is here with GTA Cares and everything. So Michelle, you guys were kind of instrumental in helping to put this together, right?
Yes, actually we have a lot of employees at GTA they're actually from Rota. They have friends and family members, and so it just was our part of who we are to be able to help our neighboring islands and those who are affected by the storm and the typhoon. So we're here today to donate the 60 cases of water plus some fuel. That's $5,000 worth of fuel, so that the charters can leave Guam and go to Rota and come back. We know that there are so many people that want to help as far as the charter boats and all that, but it costs money, right? So our donation today is not only the water to help, but also a means for them to be able to take charters from to and from Guam and Rota. So.
Absolutely. All right, thanks so much, Michelle. All right, now Carla, you have family from Rota. You're from there and everything. Yes. I know the Manglonia family up in Rota. I know your family, and the people up there are so kind and so giving and everything, and they would do the exact same thing for us if we were in this situation. But what a wonderful thing to be able to do between the islands.
Yes, for sure. I'm super grateful to the place that I work at, especially our Michelle for coordinating everything, and also the community here in Guam. Super helpful. So I thank you guys. Thank you for keeping Luta in your hearts. Okay, and we always say one Marianas, and the spirit of the people in Luta is so strong, so resilient. Have you talked to family or friends or classmates back there and everything about how they're rebuilding? Mainly my family. So one thing they asked me to look for is a manual washing machine. So I wasn't able to find any of that, but fortunately enough, we did find a smaller one, about a foot high.
There you go.
Yeah, so it doesn't take too much power. So at least we got that going for them.
Okay. Hey, well, our thoughts and our prayers continue to be with you, and let us know if you need any help.
I appreciate it. Thank you so
Carlo,
much.
thank you. Bye.
The Guam Economic Development Authority has awarded more than $300,000 in community grants to support nonprofit organizations and public agencies across the island. During a check presentation ceremony, GIDA recognized recipients of the qualifying Certificate Community Contributions Grant Program with funding made possible through contributions from Guam Regional Medical City. Since launching in 2020, the program has distributed more than $2.6 million through over 150 grants. The latest round will fund projects in healthcare, public safety, economic development, higher education, and cultural preservation, with awards of up to $25,000 each. Officials say the program strengthens partnerships between government and the private sector while investing in projects that improve the quality of life for Guam's communities. In other news, the University of Guam President Dr. Anita Borja Enriquez has completed 6 years of service as a commissioner with the WASC Senior College and University Commission, or WSCUC. Her second and final 3-year term concluded on June 30th. Enriquez was first elected to the commission in 2020 and reappointed in 2023, representing the Pacific Basin while serving in key leadership roles, including vice chair of the International Accreditation Committee. The commission is recognized by the U.S. Department of Education and is responsible for evaluating colleges and universities to ensure they meet rigorous standards for academic quality and institutional effectiveness. Enriquez says serving on the commission has been both a privilege and a responsibility, adding that the experience reinforced the vital role accreditation plays in strengthening higher education and supporting the communities institutions serve. Toda Guam Foundation is marking its 10th anniversary by expanding access to specialty healthcare and strengthening regional partnerships. The nonprofit announced the addition of 2 physicians to its clinical team, including endocrinologist Dr. Frederick Niegos, who begins seeing patients August 3, and family medicine physician Dr. Patrick Santos. The foundation also signed a memorandum of agreement with Isla Community Health Center in the CNMI to improve healthcare access, workforce development, telehealth, disaster response, and continuity of care between Guam, Saipan, and Tinian. Looking ahead, Toda Guam Foundation also announced the inaugural Guam Health Forward 2046 Summit, which is set for October 17th and 18th, bringing together healthcare leaders from Guam, the U.S. mainland, and the Pacific to collaborate on strategies aimed at improving healthcare across the region. Let's shift gears now to national news with the lovable animated beagle returns to screens with a new Peanut special just announced. Plus, the Rolling Stones kick off their new album in a public way.
Snoopy and Charlie Brown are teaming up for another unforgettable adventure. Just announced a new Peanut special titled Snoopy Presents There's No Place Like Home, Snoopy. It all begins when a local yard sale goes awry.
Sally, you sold Snoopy's doghouse?
Charlie Brown leads the charge to cheer up his dog and bring his doghouse home.
I'm sure we'll find your doghouse.
The special soars to Apple TV at the end of the month. British rockers The Rolling Stones release a new album today, with celebrations kicking off a bit early over the skies of London. This colorful drone show included flashing tongues and the name of the new album, Foreign Tongues. In an interview, lead singer Mick Jagger teased this.
We hope we go into, Brian and I are really into that, so we hope we see everyone on the road.
We want to
do it, yeah.
Foreign Tongues is the band's 25th studio album. Stars hit the carpet in L.A. to promote new series The 5-Star Weekend. It follows Jennifer Garner as a food influencer dealing with loss, joined by 4 friends for a lavish weekend on Nantucket. At the premiere, Garner advocated for bringing more TV and film production back to Los Angeles.
It's so important to keep filmmaking here in LA, and also for all of us, not just for me, but for all of us who have kids and families and lives and homes and gardens to tend to. We want to be here to watch them all grow.
The 5-Star Weekend streams on Peacock and was adapted from a best-selling novel of the same name. That's your Entertainment. Gwen Baumgartner, CBS News, Los Angeles.
As Guam prepares to commemorate the island's 82nd Liberation Day, the public is invited to attend the annual Liberation Day Mass and Unified Memorial Ceremony. The event will be held on Tuesday, July 21, beginning at 10 a.m. at the Dulce Nombre de Maria Cathedral Basilica in Hagåtña. The memorial ceremony will follow immediately after the Mass, honoring those who sacrificed for Guam's freedom. Those unable to attend in person can watch the event live at the Dulce Nombre de Maria Cathedral Basilica's YouTube and Facebook pages. For more information, you can contact the Mayor's Council of Guam. And you can also celebrate Guam's 82nd liberation at a special Tumon night market on Tuesday, July 21 from 5 to 9 p.m. The evening will feature live entertainment, food and drink vendors, local businesses, and pop-ups, plus family-friendly cultural activities, including a slingstone competition, kamzo competition, chonka competition, and coconut candy making. Entertainment includes performances by the U.S. Marine Corps Band, Taiwan Waist Drum Team, Conference, Trey and Friends, Pacific Cool, Guma Tau Tau Kinahulu, and more. The night will end with 2 fireworks shows at 7:21 p.m. in Hagåtña and 9 p.m. at Ipoh Tumon Bay. A free shuttle bus will also be available from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. at Governor Joseph Flores Park or Ipoh Beach Park. The event honors Guam's 82nd liberation under the theme Para y Honra, Para y Gloria, for her honor, for her glory. Well, stick around. We have more coming up on Weekend Edition.
Ready to make the splash this summer? Kmart is. Dive into the fun. Get in the game. Make some waves. Summer Splash at Kmart.
Hafa and welcome back to Weekend Edition. Earlier today at the Guam Police Department's headquarters in Tizon, the acting chief of police and his command staff called a press conference to announce arrests made in regard to their investigation of a shocking home invasion and homicide incident up in Jigo. Here's the acting chief now detailing those actions.
The Guam Police Department is here today to provide an update on the ongoing investigations into the tragic home invasion and homicide that occurred in the Tacano subdivision, Jigo, on July 10, 2026. On the morning of July 10, 2026, shortly before 6 a.m., Guam Police Department officers from the Derrido precinct responded to a report of a home invasion. Upon arrival, officers found 2 victims suffering from severe blunt force trauma. Both victims were transported to a hospital for emergency medical treatment. Tragically, one of the victims, Jesus de la Valle, succumbed to his injuries later that afternoon. His next of kin has been notified. Our thoughts and deepest condolences remain with the family and loved ones of Mr. Valle during this incredibly difficult time. Following the preliminary report of the incident, the Criminal Investigations Division immediately assumed control of the case. Through a methodical investigation that involved processing the scene, interviewing witnesses, and analyzing evidence, detectives were able to reconstruct the events of that morning as well as previous activities during that week. An autopsy was conducted on Mr. Valle by the Guam Chief Medical Examiner, Dr. Su, on Tuesday, July 14, 2026. The manner of death was ruled a homicide. Our detectives remain focused on identifying the perpetrators of the violent acts committed inside the residence. Based on evidence collected and subsequent interviews, clear probable cause was established to arrest 4 primary suspects. I can now confirm that these 4 individuals have been arrested, booked and confined, and are now in the custody of the Department of Corrections. Benny Joshua Salas Nauta, 35 of Derrido. Chen Christian Quindo Capitura, 27 of Derrido. Justin Anthony Santos, 30 of Derrido. Russell Quindo Capitura Jr., 26 of Derrido. Amongst other charges, the suspects were arrested for aggravated murder, home invasion, and first-degree robbery. While these arrests mark a significant milestone, this investigation remains active. At this time, we have no further information to release. I now open the floor for limited questions to ensure the case is not compromised as it makes its way through the judicial system. Thank you.
Sir, any relation to the culpritors?
I'm sorry?
Are the culpritors related?
They're brothers. They're brothers.
Did any of them admit to the motive as to why the murder happened?
We can't expound the you know yeah, we can't expound the contents of the interview.
Is there any indication that the suspects and the victims knew each other, or were they unfamiliar with each other?
We also cannot discuss that right now. Those are details of the investigation. And like I said, it's making its way through the court system, so we choose not to.
What led to the arrest? What led you to believe it was those 4 individuals?
And that's yet to be released also as it makes its way through the courts. I'm sure the time will come, the appropriate time will come once the courts, review the case and see it appropriate to be released.
Chief, did any community tips or like a feedback from anyone in like the Takano subdivision or in Jigo assist with the investigation?
We did have information from a witness that was interviewed, but again, we're trying not to reveal all that information at this point in time.
And remember, as always, you can follow more of our coverage on this story on all our social platforms at KUAM News. Please stay tuned. Weekend Edition will return right after this.
Don't need a work break, keep the smile on your face. The moments you can't replace, and I'll be around. Whoa, you can count on me. You can count on me for life.
Wherever life takes you, we're always here for you. Calvo's Insurance. Count on us for life.
Now, for a limited time, get our largest pizza at our lowest price. Just $9.99 for our classic New York-style pizza. It's 30% larger than our large, and at only $9.99 for carryout. Don't wait. Order now at your Island Pizza Hut.
Half a day. Here at KUAM News, we are committed to comprehensive election coverage all season long as Guam's media leader.
We give candidates a chance to share their platforms and ideas and exchange in meaningful interactions with stakeholders so you can make an informed decision before you head to the polls.
Watch the broadcast of the Democratic Forum from the Crown Plaza Encore Theater on KUAM TV 8.
Or stream on Peacock, YouTube, and Facebook on July 22nd at 7:30 p.m.
You can also tune in to Encore broadcasts throughout the month of July for the Republican and Democratic forums.
KUAM News' presentation of the primary gubernatorial forums is our unwavering commitment to keep our.
Want to stay up to date with all the thrilling action happening around Guam? Look no further. Tune into KUAM Weekend Edition for the Weekend Sports Update. Your ultimate look at sports happenings on Island. We've got you all covered. Don't miss out on the excitement. Catch Weekend Sports Update on KUAM Weekend Edition, brought to you by Gatorade. Greatness starts with G. Join us in saluting those making strides in serving our armed forces every Tuesday on KUAM News Instagram, recognizing Guamanians receiving accolades in the armed forces, those stationed in Guam making a difference in our community, and veterans being recognized for their service. Presented by Future Smiles Orthodontics. Build a brighter future with a brighter smile.
Discover the heart of our island through its music. Local Music Mashup brings together our region's brightest artists with performances, original songs, and covers of your favorites. Join Victorious Falan as he takes us through the sounds that bind our community. Burger King is a proud partner of Local Music Mashup. You rule!
Get the new and improved KUAM News mobile app in the Apple App Store or Google Play for Android, featuring the latest local news, advisories, promotions, giveaways, and more. New apps, same reliable information from Guam's news leader. Search in your favorite app store for KUAM and download today. Beyond the Game is presented by Gatorade. On the field, on the court, in the game. But what happens beyond the game? Get stories behind the stats, the players behind the plays, and the teams making an impact on and off the field. Join us every weekend on KUAM News Weekend Edition for Beyond the Game, because sports are more than just a score. Only on KUAM, Guam's leader in sports coverage, Beyond the Game is presented by Gatorade. Half a day, everybody. I'm Jason Salas here in studio with Coach Steve Pangilinan, Coach Rich Boroff from Team Guam Men's Volleyball. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me. The sport is growing for both genders at the club level, at the middle school level, at the high school level, all the way up to the national level with you guys. And in no small part is it due to the fact that you guys are giving young people opportunities and chances. But we have an opportunity now to give back because we have amazing shirts. I love merch and everything like that. So, all right, so Coach Steve, you guys got 3 colors.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is our fundraiser effort. T-shirt sales is always a good way to go because, you know, whoever's supporting you gets a T-shirt, right?
There you go.
But yeah, the design is the tribal design was made from one of our training members, C. Calvin, and he drew up that design. But yeah, it's still fairly simple. Plain colors, but if you could support the team if you know one of the team members, you can buy from them, or you can reach out to us if you're just interested in wearing one of the shirts, and we'll sell one to you.
Okay, Rich, now I know there are a lot of things going on at the policy level to get the volleyball community, you know, our own training facility. They're talking about possibly making it like in Aganis Springs and everything like that. They're talking about like having dedicated venues and everything like that, in proper ways that soccer has blown up, that rugby has blown up, that basketball has blown up and everything like that. But it takes money and everything like that. But the proceeds generated from these sales are going to support like athletes, coaches, programs and everything all across the board, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we're hoping that the growth we hope to see that explosion soon, but currently it's still funded in large part by the coaches and the team members. So finding a facility, of course, like you mentioned, you know, we're fortunate that we have a partnership with our facility, but it still costs money. And over the last 3 years that we've been trying to prep a men's national team for whatever competitions they are, that funding has come out of the pockets of the men. So this is just one of the efforts to help kind of recoup some of those funds that we've been putting into our own training and stuff.
Okay, now a little backstory. Now, these 2 guys are my boys from way back, right? I mean, we were all playing at Agani Heights Gym when that was the first village gym, which had like a nice floor, you know, completely remodeled and everything like that. And guys, back then, you know, even if you went all the way up to the national team level, you could go to the highly invitational tournament in Hawaii, or you could play like in the South Pacific Games and go somewhere else in the Pacific. That was about it. But you know, you guys now, you take trips all over the country. You know, we have won at high levels, and consistently the sport has evolved and everything like that. So how do you, Steve, actually elevate like a program and you know, as the game change, make sure that our players are, you know, like where they need to be to compete?
Okay, so like you said, how do we elevate? First, you gotta be consistent, right? We gotta give opportunities for these kids to play year round. For the teams that we bring off island, we try and incorporate those weight training sessions as well, because we know that as an athlete nowadays, you can't just show up and play. If you want to play at a high level, you need to have some of that weight training behind you. So we do
which
those
we
things.
never did, by the way.
But yeah, we do those things, and then we make it a point to every summer bring teams off island, because that's the only way. We play each other all year long, but it's something different when you see a team same age as you, but their level is just like a notch above, and that it's inspiring. And it also, some kids respond like right away. They're like, they elevate their play to try and match the kids across the net. So that exposure is very important to raising Guam's level overall.
Okay, and then Rich, this is interesting because you're also part of the first generation of the New Heights Volleyball Club, right? Going all the way back to when the club first started. Yeah. So how do we actually take players when they're young and when they're kids showing up to the gym and just say, hey, that looks like fun and everything like that, and say, you know, if you have an interest in this, there is a pathway for you to possibly make it all the way up to, you know, national team level. I mean, you can be wearing one of these jerseys and, you know, play for your hometown.
Yeah, so I think now is an amazing time for youth volleyball. When we were coming up, most of the clubs were adult clubs, right? We played for Piva, I played for New Heights, you know. But now we've seen a lot of these clubs transition into youth clubs. So the Hagen Volleyball Club with the Robagos and Chris Shepard and those guys, when we used to play them as an adult team, now almost all the clubs have transitioned into a youth program. So there's so many amazing opportunities across the island. So when we have guys and girls come out to our Isa Heights Club just to check us out, If they're coming from far away, then we know that there's, geographically on the island, we can tell you where to go and find some volleyball. And you just get developed through that. So I think it used to be just at the schools, right? Middle school, high school level, but now there's so many clubs. They all cater to the youth programs, all the way down from, we call our group the nannies, those elementary school kids, all the way up to the 18U, and these guys are playing off island. It's we put a lot of kids that are playing in college now. And just as all the other clubs have done. So I think
it's coaching amazing. In college too. Guam's own Donan Cruz, second national championship. He won Division III when he was at in Indiana, right?
Beyond the Game is presented by Gatorade. On the field, on the court, in the game. But what happens beyond the game? Get stories behind the stats, the players behind the plays, and the teams making an impact on and off the field. Join us every weekend on KUAM News Weekend Edition for Beyond the Game. Because sports are more than just a score. Only on KUAM, Guam's leader in sports coverage, Beyond the Game is presented by Gatorade.
In honor of America's 250th anniversary, Jeep and Captain America are saluting real captains of America.
All clear, Cap.
Heroes like Captain Nuger, Captain Enda.
Team, I got eyes on Cap.
Captain Murray.
Copy that.
Captain McCall. All those who served our country.
Need to live, Captain? Brought my own, Captain.
And as America's veteran SUV, Jeep is built for freedom and driven by heroes.
Guam's auto appearance specialist, Elegant Reflections, has been providing the automotive industry with professional detailing and car care products at its highest quality, from complete detailing, full interior detailing, exterior detailing, headlamp restoration, hand washing, seat and carpet shampoo, engine degreasing, undercarriage cleaning, paint sealant, fabric protection, paint oxidation removal, and so much more. Visit us at our new location. Call 646-5555 for an appointment. Elegant Reflections, Guam's auto appearance specialist, over 20 years of experience.
Half a day. Here at KUAM News, we are committed to comprehensive election coverage all season long as Guam's media leader.
We give candidates a chance to share their platforms and ideas and exchange in meaningful interactions with stakeholders so you can make an informed decision before you head to the polls.
Watch the broadcast of the Democratic Forum from the Crown Plaza Encore Theater on KUAM TV 8.
Or stream on Peacock, YouTube, and Facebook on July 22nd at 7:30 p.m.
You can also tune in to Encore broadcasts throughout the month of July for the Republican and Democratic forums.
KUAM News' presentation of the primary gubernatorial forums is our unwavering commitment to keeping our community informed.
Want to stay up to date with all the thrilling action happening around Guam? Look no further. Tune into KUAM Weekend Edition for the Weekend Sports Update, your ultimate look at sports happening on island. We've got you all covered. Don't miss out on the excitement. Catch Weekend Sports Update on KUAM Weekend Edition, brought to you by Gatorade. Greatness starts with G. Join us in saluting those making strides in serving our armed forces every Tuesday on KUAM News Instagram, recognizing Guamanians receiving accolades in the armed forces, those stationed in Guam making a difference in our community, and veterans being recognized for their service. Presented by Future Smiles Orthodontics. Build a brighter future with a brighter smile.
Discover the heart of our island through its music. Local Music Mashup brings together our region's brightest artists with performances, original songs, and covers of your favorites. Join Victorious Falan as he takes us through the sounds that bind our community. Burger King is a proud partner of Local Music Mashup. You rule!
And now here's your Code Stone Creamery Birthday Club shout-out sent to us on KUAM.com.
On the weekend before Liberation Day, everyone, let's say happy birthday to Toby Joe Savaris. Cheers to never pulling a muscle, ha ha ha. Love, your number 2 best friend. Happy birthday to Zoe Jane Parish Cruz. Hey, Zoe Jane is a wonderful, wonderful song by Stain. That's in the early 2000s. That's a great song. And Zoe Jane, we hope you have a beautiful, beautiful birthday. Your family is saying they're very proud of you, and they send you all of the love on your birthday. Julie Nelson Varai, happiest birthday blessings to you, Sissy J. Love the familia. Your Sunday birthday is to Ruby. Happy birthday, Ruby. We love you, says your family. Want to wish your special someone a happy birthday? Just click the QR code here on your screen or email birthdayclub@kuam.com.
That's going to do it for us here on Weekend Edition. Visit KUAM.com or follow us at KUM News on social media for the latest news. I'm Mitsuki Hirayama. Have a safe Liberation Day weekend.
It's the One Micronesia Show, brought to you by Bank of Hawaii. Reach your possible.
Ali,